Now, Auntie Louie is going to have to go ahead and die. Because ain't nobody got time to be hearing her talk about that bullshit. Talk about, let's take Leon out and tell him he got another hiding spot, but we going to kill him. Girl, no. That's why R.I.P. Her time is coming soon. That's why she's sitting up in the hospital bed. In one of the previews. Let's go on right ahead and dig that hole for her right now. I got the shovel, Leon, that you were looking for, to dig her hole right now. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get straight into this video. As you just saw, Leon and Fatback blew up this car because it's the same car that they was in when everybody got shot up and that little girl got killed. Because that could be used as evidence. Somebody can see the car or whatever. So they was like, nah, we got to get rid of it. Leon gave Fatback some money, told him to stay away from him. Stay away from the projects. Just lay low and stay out of trouble. And Fatback's like, nah, like, I don't want to leave you hanging. And Leon's like, nah, just lay low. So there's no telling when we'll see him again. After the whole car blow up situation, Leon went running back home to his mama's house looking for a shovel so that he can dig up $20,000 that was supposed to be in the backyard. But his mama was like, no, it's not there. And he's like, this money is supposed to be used for emergencies. And she's like, it was an emergency. I had to pay for Cookie's dialysis and your sister got bit by a Doberman. And he's like, I'm the only reason why you got this house. And she's like, well, your brothers and sisters are here every night and you're not, so you can't stay here. So she gives him a few dollars and gives him the robe that she's wearing and sends him off. What that robe gonna do, mama? I can't. Then we see Scully show up at the morgue with Khadijah. Seeing this scene was sad. Khadijah's in shock. She's not saying anything. She's not answering any questions. And Scully over here running around trying to find his baby. And then he finally see her, and then he just starts breaking down. I just want to throw in there, this is all Franklin's fault. Yeah, Leon shot the baby, but if it wasn't for Franklin, this never would have happened. Leon told him not to get involved, and he did anyway. Come at me in the comments if you want to. If you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, let me know. Let me know why. But yeah, anyway, so Manboy meets Khadijah at the hospital and he wants to know who killed his niece. He brings up the fact that he knows that he hasn't been perfect and it was hard on him because he was trying to raise 3 of them and he know he messed up, but he did his best. And Khadijah's like, you shot up my house. And then Manboy's like, it was a parking lot and I knew you wasn't there. And she's like, you're not about to use my daughter's death as a way to try to get back good with me. Because you don't even know my daughter. You wasn't even around. What's her middle name then? If you care so much. And he's like, I know how bad you're hurting. It's not even like that. I just want to make sure that whoever did this feels that same pain. And since Leon's mom kicked him out, he's now living under a bridge or a freeway pass or something like that. Still in his mama's robe. But Leon didn't stay there for long. He went on ahead and got on up. Manboy shows up and let Franklin and everybody know that his 5-year-old niece got killed. And even though him and his sister been beefing, it's funny how tragedies can bring family together. And he lets him know that his boy Leon killed his niece. And he told him that when his people messed up, he handled it. So now he respects the same courtesy in return. And this is where Louie loses her damn mind. Talking about we can't save people from themselves. And Franklin's like, yeah, but we're the ones that messed everything up with Manboy and Scully. And she's all like, no. Leon's been lighting his own fires for 3 months now. And this is Leon's problem. And Franklin's like, Manboy made it all our problem. I just want her to shut up. And then Jerome is like, we have 2 options. We protect Leon and go to war, or we give him up. And then here she goes again talking about, I know that's your boy and all, but if we go to war with Manboy and Scully, then we won't survive that. No, you won't, because I got that shovel, like I said, that Leon was looking for, and I'm digging your hole right now. You won't survive it, but everybody else will. She's like, give him up. And Franklin's like, I gotta find him first. Now, this lady is the sister of one of those people who got killed, one of Gustavo's friends. I think she's the lady's sister. Let me know down in the comments who exactly she is. But she's taking care of their kids. They're living with her. She called the police not knowing that it was Gustavo that was in the house, and he's hella drunk. And she makes the kids go to bed. But she forgets that she called the police, and the police shows up. And then Gustavo goes and attacks the police. And then he gets put in jail. And while he's getting arrested, he go ahead and lets them know that he's a part of the CIA. But Gustavo did get released from jail. Teddy picked him up. So after Leon tried to sleep outside, he actually went to Alton's job, Franklin's daddy, at this shelter that he works at. And Franklin's daddy saw Leon and told Franklin about this. So Franklin hid Leon in one of the apartment buildings that him and his mother bought. He tells him that the people that used to live there left suddenly, so the utilities still work until the end of the month. And that he'll be back with some food later and to don't go outside. Leon asked for a gun for protection, and then that's when Jerome gave him one. And I just want to throw in, why is Franklin's uncle opening the door for Franklin when Franklin should be opening up the door for his uncle? Where they do that at? So the people at the morgue was just trying to do their job, and Scully's like, hell no, you ain't taking my baby nowhere. And they're like, we have to do an autopsy. And he's like, autopsy for what? She got holes in her. Don't you see them? He was acting a fool, but understandably so. But Khadijah's like, stop. You crazy. Let these people do their job. I'm going home. I'm tired of being in these clothes. Because she been in the same clothes since the whole incident. But he did end up leaving too. Franklin meets up with Teddy and asks him, can he find out any information on Leon and the whole thing? And Teddy's like, yeah, just give me a few hours. And when he came back, he did let Franklin know that there's bullets with Leon's fingerprints on them, so they know that Leon was there. And they have a list of people known to be associated with Leon. So you guys are all on the list. Which is, you know, the whole family and Fatback and whoever else. Leon and Fatback are posted up all on the news. So Leon's mama knows that the police is looking for him. And this is where Louie starts talking crazy again. Where she said, you know, put him in a car, tell him that y'all found him another place to hide out, and then drive him out further enough and do what gotta be done. And after all that was on the news, Sissy did come over to visit Leon, and she started braiding his hair. And then during that time, he started crying. And it was sad, and all I'm thinking is, this is all Franklin's fault. All of it. He also did have a really bad dream, so I'm hoping he doesn't have any bad PTSD from this. Also in this episode, Gustavo asked Teddy for some money because money brings protection. And Teddy's like, okay, what else? Is there anything else you want? And Gustavo says, I want you to find Lucia. And he's pretty much like, okay, if that's what you want. So I think we might be seeing Lucia pretty soon again. Also, Manboy was apologizing to Scully, but Scully wasn't really trying to hear it. But Khadijah was like, you're going to accept this apology. So for the most part, it looks like he does. And Scully even tells Manboy, you told me not to have my daughter around this. And Manboy is like, you can't blame it all on yourself. It's not all your fault. Then we see Khadijah getting mad because Scully's out here getting a tattoo of their daughter, but not out there getting revenge for her. So then Scully's like, yeah, you're right. So he gets up, get ready, tells Manboy to stay home with her while he go out and take care of it. Leon sees himself on the news, so he gets this bright idea to go home, get some money that he had stashed in the couch, and then leave to go God knows where. And then that's when Scully sees him and starts shooting at him. Thank God they missed. And then that's when Franklin and Jerome pull up, because Franklin and Jerome went back to the apartment to go find Leon. I don't know for what. I don't know if they was taking Louie's advice or what was going on, but they did go back to the apartment to try to find him, and he wasn't there. So they went to the projects, and he was there being dumb, and he was about to get killed, but they rolled up and saved him. So Manboy and Franklin meets up, and Manboy's like, just give Leon up already. And Franklin's like, I can't do that. And then Manboy's like, you really trying to go to war for Leon because he's family? And Franklin's like, yeah, I don't give up on my people like you do. And basically, Manboy just lets Franklin know that he hopes that he has a good plan if he's going to follow through protecting Leon. Reporter Irene is still at it. She has everyone at the newspaper knowing about this CIA thing. She went to this jail trying to get information out of these two, and they're like, they don't want to snitch. And she's like, it's not snitching if you're snitching on the person that gave you up. And then they're like, what? And then she lets them know that it was Teddy. It wasn't easy convincing her boss to let her follow through on this case, but eventually they let her do it. He tells her that whatever you need, they got you. I think she's still about to get herself killed, but I don't care. And that's basically it. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. What do you think about Louie? What are your thoughts on Manboy and Scully coming together? Let me know your thoughts on everything. I want to know. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.